Hi everyone, welcome to All About You. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you and to explore one more topic that I believe it's going to help all of you today. Today we are going to talk about a gift that God has given each one of us. And unfortunately, many of us have been misusing this gift. We have been wasting it actually. What am I talking about? I'm talking about our free will, the freedom to choose who we are going to follow, where do you want to go, who do we want to be, places we want to be, people we want to hang out with. It's a freedom of choice that He has given us from the beginning. You see that our God is so great that even though He wishes us to follow Him, to do His will, He did not create us to be like that, like robots, programmed to do only what He says. And we can see that from the beginning of everything, when He created Adam and Eve, the very first human beings. And you see in the story how it goes. If they were created for us to do God's will, they wouldn't make a mistake. God didn't want them to make the mistake. God didn't want them to disobey, to do, to face the consequences of their disobedience. Not at all. But unfortunately, along with that freedom that we have, depending on how we want to use this freedom, it will come at a cost. It will bring consequences. And that's what many people fail to think about when it comes to doing whatever they want to do. Dressing up the way they want to dress up, hanging out with whoever they want to hang out with, listen to whatever song or message they want to listen to, love whoever they want to love, be with whoever they want to be with. When it comes at this point, okay, I want to enjoy life. I want to, maybe you as a Christian serving God, you find yourself like, oh, I feel like I'm in a prison because I can't do anything. And you keep on looking at your friend or maybe a colleague at work or someone in school, at university, and you start wishing you had their lives. You start wishing you had their freedom, the freedom to do whatever they want to do. But you are free. God did not force you to follow Him. If you want to go, you can go. You may be serving Him for 30, 40, 50 years. The day you decide to turn your back on Him, He's not going to stop you. He will try to speak to you. He will show you. He will use people to help you. But He's not going to force you. He's not going to come and tie you up and stop you from making your choice. You can still go. God always presents to us a choice every single day. We can choose. And many people have been choosing to follow God, to do His will, to obey His word. But they are wishing they would choose what their friends are choosing, what other people are choosing, what celebrities are choosing, singers, but they fail to pay attention to their lives and to the consequences of their actions. Instead of paying attention just to the freedom and to how good it feels to do whatever you want to do, but they don't pay attention to how their lives is. The lives that many of us we lived before we came to God, before we decided to sacrifice it to God. So the freedom with God, yes, it comes at a cost. But what is the cost? Say no to what is wrong. Say no many times to what we wanted so much to do. We wanted so much to, not wake up in the morning and just rest and do nothing. We wish it would, oh, I'm so shy, so let me remain shy. Let me just be here quiet and keep it to myself. But God's will is like, okay, go against your shyness, go against your fear. Take action. So our will is always contrary to what he wants. So that's why there is a need of a sacrifice being placed there. Every single day, even through our choices, we wish we wanted to do something, but we know where this is going to lead us. So this freedom with God, okay, this is the cost. I'm not going to do what I want to do most of the times, but the consequences will be a happy life, a peaceful life. I'm going to have a happy marriage, because if I do whatever I want to do in my marriage, I'm going to ruin it. Imagine if I did whatever I want to do. Imagine if I said whatever I want to say, whatever I felt like. Imagine if I just wanted to do what I wanted to do without sacrificing, without compromising, without giving in. There would be no marriage at all. So there would be no marriage, there would be no happiness, there would be no joy, there would be no new life. So God invites us to choose him, to choose his way, to choose to do his will instead of ours. Because as he's our creator, he knows what is best. He knows best what we need. He knows what is actually going to bring us happiness. And what brings us happiness, as many of you already know, because you came from a lifestyle that is contrary to the lifestyle we have today. So you know where this lifestyle and these choices led you to. But perhaps with time, you started being distracted by other people's choices, other people's lives, and by the glamour that this world has been presenting you with, and how popular these people are. But then again, you fail to see how miserable most of them are. And you fail to see how many of them are living a life that is fake. How many people they choose to be their own lords. They choose to be, okay, I don't need God. There is no God. I have me. They say that we are uneducated, right? Because this is what a lady once said to me when I was talking about an event. I was there spreading the news about an event we were going to have in church. And then she turned to me and said, oh, do you believe in God? I've asked her. She said, no, of course not. I'm educated. So it was very offensive. And she was so, blunt to say that to me. And I was thinking to myself, you see how many of these people that call themselves educated, but they're educated and depressed. They are educated and suffered with mental health problems, mental illness. How many of them, they say they're educated, but they feel lonely. They say they're educated, but all their education, all the intelligence, and all the knowledge that they have is not enough to bring happiness to their house, to have a happy marriage. And they insist in saying that, no, I don't need that. So how should I start desiring to have this kind of freedom, because it feels good there and then afterwards face the consequences? You know yourself before you came to God, and you have to open your eyes so you may not be deceived. Perhaps little by little you started diverting from God's will and started doing your own will. When it comes to choices, when it comes to the way you feel, when He tells you to go and you stay, when He tells you to take an action and you don't, when it comes to make the right choice in regards to your love life, but you want to do whatever you want to do because you feel like doing that. And who can stop you? No one can stop you. It's true, no one can stop you. But no one can also stop the consequences from coming. That's why He always advises to do His will, to follow Him. Even Joshua, if you know about this passage in the Bible, one day Joshua said to the people, he assembled everybody together and was telling them, look, the Lord God was the one who delivered you. He set you free from slavery, from the past, from your past life and everything, and from these people that followed other gods. And it's up to you if you want to follow these other gods or if you want to follow God. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. We will follow the Lord. He made his choice. But as I said, all choices come at a cost. And the world tells you no regrets. The world tells you enjoy life. Do whatever you want to do. The world, little by little, they're creating laws even to forbid us from telling people what is right and what is wrong. So if you don't tell them what is wrong, then how can they change? The world tells you, be whoever you want to be. Try out as many things you want to try out. But they fail to tell you, if you try out whatever you want to try out, you are going to face the consequences of each one of these choices that you make. And how many people have been making bad choices? Maybe you just, bumped into this video and you recognize that the choices you've been making by yourself, doing whatever you want to do, but doing whatever comes to your mind, whatever you feel like, it has been bringing you consequences. Maybe you feel lonely, you feel down, and you want to give God a chance to change your life. Then this is your chance to make a choice, to follow what He says for you to do. Is it going to be easy? No, it's not easy. It is a sacrifice. We have to make an effort to do what is right, to please God every time. But this effort, this sacrifice, this desire, this step of, that you take, okay, I'm going to take this gift and I'm going to give back to God. Thank you so much, my God, but I want to use this, okay, I surrender to you. I have this free will, but I decide that from now on, I'm going to do your will because I've been doing my will and it's not working. So be careful, you who have been following God, and little by little, you're being tempted to go back, to go places, they are not good for you. Oh, but I feel like I want to go there, I'm free to go. Yes, you are free to go. But where will these places lead you to? So there is no way to detach consequences from choices. And with the world, it's like this. You know how the world works. It offers, it's like those websites, those organizations, those websites sometimes that people want to sell things, and they do like this. Okay, if you register with us, you're going to receive this much credit for you to spend with whatever you want to spend. Or start spending and only pay after 1 month or something like that. So it's very tempting because, okay, I sign up and I can already use something. I don't need to pay anything up front. But when the cost comes, it will be very, very high because the bill will come. And that's the problem when we want to be free. You want to have this freedom to do whatever we want to do, this freedom with the world, to go to the world, to follow certain places, people, crowds. Okay, feels great to do what I want to do. Stay with whoever I want to stay with. Let me enjoy life. Yeah, but the cost, the price will come. The bill will come. The bill will come. So open your eyes for you not to be deceived. It's better for us to live a life of sacrifice, like, okay, a simple life. Is better for us. Okay, I'm not gonna dress up in a certain way. I don't want to be wearing provocative clothes. I'm not gonna be, okay, I'm going to work on myself. I'm not gonna listen to these kind of songs. These are not doing good to me. So it's better for me to live a simple life. Simple. It's not a glamorous life. It's not filled with glitter and sparks. It's a simple life, but it's a life that will bring me peace. When I go to sleep at night, I'll rest in peace. I'll be happy. My conscience will be clean. I'll have a happy family. I'll have a happy love life. I will spare myself from, so many disastrous relationships. Because then it feels great. But afterwards, do not be deceived. Don't let yourself be guided by, whatever these people are saying or whatever the world is telling you. Decide today to surrender this freedom of choice to God. Choose to follow him. Use it right. He gave it to you. Use it right. Do not waste it. Use it right. And you can be sure that the consequence will also be attached to it. It's a transformed and happy life until the end of our lives. All right, so have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope to see you here next Monday with another topic. Take care, ladies. Bye bye.